Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition here on board the VSS Citrus with her crew Lemon, Lime, Orange, Kumquat, Tangerine, and Grapefruit. So far, we've been making great strides towards the end of the game here with a ship of phenomenal strength. We've got ourselves a good amount of firepower here with our halberd beam and double chain lasers. We've got our mind control set up. We've got our Zoltan shield to protect us, as well as some decent engines and shields. And overall, this ship is just pretty darn tough. We're going to give it a shot, though. Keep moving forwards here towards the end game and see what we can accomplish. There's a store over there, which we might try and go back to if we can make some scrap, but I doubt it. We'll see, though. We do still have a slot for another system, which might be nice. We'll see what we can do. A pirate ship lying in wait inside this asteroid field immediately moves in to attack us, so obviously we turn and fight them. They've got some pretty tough gear as it happens, though. They've got themselves a halberd beam, ion stunner, basic laser, and a missile of some kind, but we're going to turn and fight them regardless. They do have a good chance of doing some serious damage to us, though, because of the fact that we're in an asteroid belt, so our Zoltan shield is not going to last as long as we'd like. Not at all. Hopefully it lasts long enough to absorb this missile. Oh, good, it did. Perfect. Now we're going to take a hacking system in a second, but we should be able to get a shot off here at them and hopefully knock down these systems, which should more or less protect us. So fire off our chain lasers here. Hopefully we can get in enough shots, no, not really, to do some damage. Not as much as I'd hoped, though, unfortunately. Did get enough to knock off the hacking system, which is good, but here comes a missile, which is probably going to hit us this time. Nope, that was a lucky miss. Alright, I'll take it. Halberd beam is offline, which is always good news. Now, they do have some pretty tough shields, unfortunately. We're going to have to deal with that in a bit. It looks like they lost their NG temporarily, but he'll respawn in a second because we haven't been able to knock out their clone bay either. So we're going to wait for the halberd beam to be ready again, then we'll go for the shot. Hopefully they don't... Oh, they're going to hit us in the weapons. Yeah, they did. Alright, thankfully we had a buffer bar there, so it's not actually so bad. We might have wanted to be using the ion bomb here, but we weren't, so we're just going to have to deal with not having it. Go for the chain laser shots. There we go. Halberd beam. Perfect. You're going to come in here right up through there this time, I think. Although I do want to keep their halberd beam offline, because it's a lot easier for them to actually hurt us with that thing. So we're going to fire down through here again, like previously. And hopefully do them some good damage. They try and surrender, offering us a fuel, a missile, and 29 scrap. We don't accept their offer and go for the damage. They've lost another bar of shields, which is good for now, but won't stay around for very long. Here comes another missile. We get lucky and they miss us again. Yes, we did. Fantastic. We can't actually do damage with the chain... Actually, we can do damage with the chain lasers right now. We're going to quickly fire another salvo with a shield, see if we can maybe knock them offline again. There we go. Keep them from being repaired too quickly. Hack comes in on the engines. We immediately get ionized in the shields, and the hack immediately ends itself. I don't know what happened there, but it was weird. Alright, we're going to fire again. This should kill them. As long as at least a couple of those shots hit, they're doomed. There we go. Goodbye, pirate hacker. That was really weird, though. That hack only lasted for a split second. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The ship explodes, even behind a substantial collection of useful scrap, giving us 3 fuel, a drone part, and 51 metal, which is quite nice. Let's jump over this way, then we might go check out the store, depending on how much money we have on hand. We do have some items to sell, too, so that might be good. We arrive here at a Zoltan research facility where they say they're researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. Hopefully it's a trap. We agree to participate in their study, and it is not a trap. We get 23 scrap and some cookies. The reason I hope it's a trap is because you have to fight something in the trap event, but you do get a much better reward in that you get some scrap and some generally an augment as well. Or a drone part, I believe, one of those. The NG can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. This store is selling, ooh, a cloak. I quite like one of those. A weapon pre-igniter as well, holy cow. Well, we can sell them both of these, which will bump up our scrap quite nicely, but not up to 150. Also, weapon pre-igniter doesn't really help the chain lasers because they're already... Like, it doesn't maximize their chain speed, it only boosts it up a little bit. Might be worth trying to get anyway, though, just for the fun of it. We're going to sell the heavy laser, we're going to sell the small bomb, that puts us up to 140 scrap. We could get the weapon pre-igniter, or we could get a teleporter, or a drone control with another combat drone. I want the cloaking, but I can't afford it, and nothing we could sell is worth selling to get that, so we're probably not going to bother. But I will, just for the heck of it, buy a weapon pre-igniter. Because why not, really? I mean, at this point, why not? And there we go. Get the ion bomb ready to be instantly charged as well. And let's keep moving. Hopefully we can make enough scrap back to make that worthwhile, because that could have been a very silly decision we just made. But you know what? You got a Zoltan shield, gotta get a weapon pre-igniter as well. We're hailed by a rebel ship when we arrive. When the rebellion's complete, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, you won't, but you get the point. They arm weapons. They've got a Vulcan, though. That's not so cool. We're gonna ion blast their shields, or ion bomb their shields, rather. We're also going to turn on the battery. Put power in there. Mind control the captain. And we are going to hopefully hit them with a bomb. Good! And we're going to blast down their weapons with all of our other weaponry. Well, at least some of those shots should have gotten through there. And this should do a good amount of damage to them as well. There we go. I hope you weren't planning on living through this. So, now, unfortunately, their rockets stayed online, but our shields are still at full, so we should be able to tank at least one rocket shot, and these lasers should disable it anyway. They offer us some paltry amount of cargo if we let them live, but we're not going to. Interestingly enough, it did not disable it, which is surprising. We're going for a halberd beam here, which should do some more to them. Now what we need is the other chain laser charge, and we should be good. Rocket is away, but thankfully, the breach missile they fired did nothing to our shields. Scrap ship explodes, rather, leaving behind 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 50 scrap, which is a lovely reward, and we'll continue on our merry way. I think we'll head over this way, then we can make some jumps around here so we don't run out of space completely, because otherwise we might be in a bit of trouble there. What do we find here? The complex arrangements of ship hulls and FTL drive capacitors floating abandoned in space suggest the NG were here not too long ago, but no longer. Alright, well there's a distress beacon over here, we'll go check that out in a minute. First though, we're going to go here and see what happens. It's another asteroid belt, lovely. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field and immediately moves in to attack us. Okay, well let's fight them then. They've cloaked, they've got a pair of ion chargers. Ooh, that could be really bad. And a burst laser Mark II. Thankfully, we have auto-charge weaponry, so we can hit them pretty hard. But they have some serious, nasty firepower, especially since we're in an asteroid belt where they can really hit us quickly with that. Also, for some reason, they have 2 bars of shields, which is really weird for this late in the game. Keep forgetting to use the battery. Activate the battery, activate the mind control, a human. You can go there, weapons, crew. And bomb comes in, hits him with the shields, beautiful. We're going to go all firepower on the weapons. Don't even need to wait at all here. I can just go straight for the gun. I think we're going to halberd beam through this way. Let's see if we can hit 4 rooms. No. Okay, we'll hit 3. Oh, the cloak offline. There we go. There's some damage. They offer to give us some goods if we don't destroy their ship, offering us 3 fuel, a drone part, and 25 scrap. You don't accept poor offers such as those, and you no longer have the firepower to threaten us anyway. So, they're going to die to another asteroid, most likely. There it goes. Goodbye, pirate light cruiser. Nice try. That gets us another 2 fuel, missile, and 51 scrap. Fantastic. That just basically repaid for our weapon pre-igniter, although we could have potentially bought other things with that money, so maybe not, but whatever. We arrive at the station where they say, "Hello, we used our last FTL fuel to jump to this station." They indicate a burnt-out husk of debris and warped metal. "As you can see, the war must have spread to this sector. We've been stranded ever since." "Sure, I can totally afford to give you 3 fuel. I got plenty." We give them the fuel, and they say, "Thank you so much. We don't have much to offer, but take a look at the sector scans we took." Ah, it's map data. Worst possible result. At least we know that that's a pulsar and that's an asteroid field, but we're probably going to have to go to the asteroid field anyway, just so we don't run out of space entirely here. Our sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. They're not one of the many fleeing the Rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected us or is trying to avoid notice, so we're going to hail them and see what happens. The vessel is relieved to heal from us. They're running low on supplies and suggested trade. Unfortunately, this trade is not very good for us, but we're going to take it anyway because we have plenty of fuel and we're about to get tons more. So we'll trade them 2 fuel for 5 missiles just to be nice. There you go. We could jump into that asteroid field. We'll jump here first and see what else we can do from there. Alright, there's a ship refueling station. Well, I don't really need fuel, game. Thanks, though. I appreciate it. Normally, I'd be ecstatic to see a ship refueling station, because it's a great deal, but we've had so much fuel and we're about to get 10 more for nothing. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field and immediately moves in to attack us. Alright, burst laser, heavy laser, and mini beam. Ion bomb away! Man, that is an awesome strategy. Alright, we have some serious firepower here now. So, can I take this all the way across? No, but I could hit one of them or the other one. I kind of want to keep those weapons offline, so I'm going to fire through there, just to mess them up a little bit. Enemy ship is trying to run away. That's going to be difficult for them, though, because we're about to mind control their captain. Mind control the captain. There we go. Nobody's on helm. That's what we like to see. And the shields are fully ionized still. And there goes one of their crew. Awesome. 2 of their crew. Awesome. These guys are in a bit of trouble. Good luck getting out of here. They surrender. Holy cow, they really do surrender. 8 missiles, a drone part, 66 scrap, and a combat drone Mark I. Well, that is an amazing surrender, given that normally we only get about 50 scrap, no items, and less than this gear as well. We'll happily accept that offer. Congratulations, pirates, you have successfully bought your lives, which is not something that happens normally in this game. We normally like to kill everybody, but apparently this time they've succeeded. What do we find here? We arrive at a long-range beacon where we discover a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. We quickly receive a transmission asking us to stay out of the fight and they'll make it worth our while. But I don't believe them because it's a pretty bad offer. We try to be a hero and attack the pirate. Alright, you have a fire drone, a missile of some kind, probably Artemis, and a 5-shot laser. Okay, well, we could ion bomb them, which is probably the best decision to get rid of that Zoltnova shield, because that's the only thing we have that can do it in one shot. Then we can go for the chain lasers. Oh, come on. To take down the rest of their defenses, and then we should be able to fire the halberd beam up through these 4 rooms, if we're quick. There we go. Not bad. Knocked off the missile at least, which is nice. Unfortunately, the big laser's still online, but we're going to get another shot at that in a second. With the double chain lasers. Oh my goodness, our aim is atrocious apparently. After that, their dodge is just really, really good. Alright, the missile's back online. Here comes the lasers. Thankfully, our dodging is still very effective, which is nice to see. Firing the lasers again. Wow, they have so much dodge. It's insane. How are they so good at dodging? Okay, here comes a missile. Please don't hit anything important. Hits us in the O2. Not important. That's fine. Alright. Firing the chain lasers again. Alright, that's 2 hits. That's enough for now. Fire this in there, knock that rocket launcher offline. They're trying to run away, which is not good, so we're going to activate the mind control here. They try and offer us a better bribe. We reject their offer and continue our assault. Activate the backup battery. Activate the mind control. I didn't even do that. I had the power from the O2. Whatever. Mind control that poor soul. We're going to send Grapefruit over to go fix the O2, and I think we're going to ion bomb the shields this time, just to make sure. There we go. And we're going to take a shot in there, and a shot in there. There we go. You've got 2 hull left and very little else. And missile Artemis directly in the helm, of course. That's fine, though. They're dead. Goodbye, pirate bomber. Nice try. You did manage to do some good damage to us, but that's all. 47 scrap from the pirate and the restore. That's interesting.
They say, thanks for the aid. I'm an arms dealer that usually only works with the rebels, but considering the circumstances, I'll make an exception.
A shield charge booster is a very nice offer. This stuff is pretty junky, but I don't know. Battery charger is also quite nice. The lock time being reduced is good if we want to be able to power up ourselves. Although we don't really have a lot of, things that actually need that power. But we'll buy the battery charger. Oh, I can't buy the shield charge booster as well. Battery charge will be nice if we can get some extra stuff out of it. So, we don't need to buy much repairs either, really. I will sell them the combat drone, though, because that's not going to help us. And I thought I could get both, but whatever. That's fine. This is only a 15% increase to shield recharging rate, and we should be fine without it. We are going to spend some more money on other valuable upgrades, though. With 219 scrap to spend, there's a bunch of things we want, like, at the moment, better evasion, maybe better hacking, too, but really, we only need 1 level of hacking for the first stage of the flagship, which is what we're going to be up against first, surprise, surprise. So, I think we'll be fine as it is. I might upgrade the cloning bay again, but I think at the moment we want better evasion. We're going to be a little bit more survivable. First, though, let's jump to the next sector and see what happens there. We could go fight this guy and then come back and fight our way at the exit, but I don't think it's really worth it given how low our hull is at the moment. We're just going to jump to the last stand, get ourselves some repairs, and see what we find once we get there. Alright, we arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Our access codes get us past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying,
"What is the meaning of this? Who are you?"
We explain our mission. Our explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief amongst the officers. General Terzl of the Engine Brigade speaks up, saying, "Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none." When we explain the weakness of the enemy flagship, the enemy fleet, the enemy flagship, Tully responds, saying,
"It's settled then. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and the other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck."
Apparently Tully's not feeling too good today. Got 10 fuel and 10 hull repair out of him, which is nice, and there's a repair station right there, which is also nice. We need to kind of boogie over this way to the base, but we've got a bit of time. We've got at least 2 more jumps before they hit it, so we're going to jump to the repair station, get ourselves back to full health, and then keep going. Also get some scrap out of this too, which is nice. An energy civilian shipyard has been converted into a military refueling station where they offer us the chance to patch up our ship and refresh some supplies, getting 5 fuel, 4 missiles, 5 scrap, 5 drone parts, 39 scrap, and 8 hull repaired. Whew, no stores in sight, so we're just going to spend our money here. We're going to buy ourselves 2 more levels of this, and we're going to buy ourselves 1 more of these, because it's good to have more battery charge time, but if we can't take advantage of it anyway, what's the point? Alright, let's keep going. Battery charge time will be good for O2 and things, because right now our oxygen's still offline. 2 fleets fight nearby. We try to skirt around the edge of the battle and keep out of weapons range, but a rebel scout spots us and moves in. Well, that's fine, because we're going to blast them. So, power up the O2, activate the battery, power these up, There we go. Mind control the captain. Ion bomb the shields, and get ready to blast them into next week. We missed with the ion bomb, which is a sad turn of events, but we're going to take a shot then with our weapons instead. Man, our aim is atrocious. Alright, well, that was a completely ineffectual opening salvo. We're going to have to try that again in a bit. Let's try the chain lasers again, if we get so lucky. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we're going to fire the halberd beam through there, get a good amount of damage in on them there. Very nice. Now they're in a bit of trouble. They've just decided to board us, which is also interesting. Some of their crew is going to get killed here by their mutinous captain, though, which is always nice. Alright, this guy's trying to get into our clone base. We're just going to start venting that from the other side, because why not? He actually survived there, that's surprising. Alright, well the halberd is almost ready to fire again, so let's get ready to fire. Not quite fast enough, but enough to do a bit more damage, which is fine by me. Fire another salvo in there, knocks out the rest of their weaponry, so they really can't do much else to us. Close up the doors again, that's fine. I'd love to get some more boarding-related crew, but I don't think we're going to get any of that. Turn on the O2 again. There we go. And we should be able to go in for a kill soon as our halberd beam is ready to fire again. We're going to try it. They might be able to repair the shields quickly enough to protect themselves, but I doubt it. Yeah, there we go. That is a dead enemy ship. Goodbye, Rebel Fighter. And our friend teleported home just in time. Thank you. There's no time to salvage all the wreck. The fleet is still nearby. We get 31 scrap, and we have to jump away. Well, that's too bad. That's a really poor, paltry reward for where we are at this point in the game, but whatever. Grab another power bar, because why not? Stick that in the engines. And keep going. We'll hop over this way, I think, and then we'll keep making our way towards the base. We still got a bit of time, but we'll have to make do. A small rebel ship is docked at a small station here. We try to lay low, but it spots us. We have to power up the weapons. Alright, they have a Heavy Laser Mark II, they got a Burst Laser Mark II, and they got a Flak Mark I. Alright, we'll go for the same tried and true strategy as previously. Go for the mind control on that helm. We could try and hack him if we want to try and avoid some damage, but I don't know if we're going to need it. We'll see what happens here once we unload some lasers on him. There's some good hits there, that's all we needed. Firing in here should do some good work for us. There we go, knocks out the heavy laser, which is nice. The odds of them taking down our Zoltan's shield with what they've got now is pretty slim. They might be able to get lucky, though. 2 points of damage there, and 1 point of damage there. That's what I expected. Very nice. And we're just about ready for another chain laser halberd combo. There we go. The ship is trying to run away now, which is going to be difficult because they're going to have no engines in a second. And they're also going to be dead, which is going to make it also quite difficult. They try and surrender, but we don't accept their paltry offer, and the rebel fighter goes down hard. Nice try. Ship explodes, giving us a much better reward. 2 fuel drone part and 64 scrap. Awesome. With 83 scrap, what do we want to buy? Probably maximum level doors. We're going to want those later for sure. I'll buy those for now, and we'll see what else we can get between now and the end. We can go a couple more jumps. We might go here, then here, then here. We have a repair station over here, too, which is really convenient. Because they're going to go straight to the base and stay there for 3 turns, and they have to take a bit of time to get there. So we're going to go here first. We'll probably go 1, 2, then the base. Because they'll go here, then in 2 turns they'll go there, then they should leave in some direction. We could probably afford to go here, but we're not going to bother. We're just going to go 2 jumps, and then to the base. What do we have here? A rebel ship approaches cautiously.
Personally, says the captain, I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir, and I'm not used to their water fight. Raise your shields.
Alright, I will. You got a beam drone, defense drone, and an anti-combat drone, none of which matter. We're going to ionize your shields, we're going to activate the battery, power up the mind control, power up the hacking if we want it, mind control your captain. Boop, there we go, and we're going to chain laser you until you fall down. You got lots of bombs, missiles rather, which I'm not super keen on, but you're a very, very beam susceptible ship layout. You're trying to run away, which is going to be difficult because your crew is exploding rapidly. I might just hack your helm to make sure you cannot run away, but I think first, we're going to try and just blow it up first. So, fire a salvo of chain lasers at the helm. There we go, your helm is gone. So, they try and surrender, but we don't accept their surrender. We never accept their surrender. They cannot leave. They can fire another bomb at us, which is annoying, because this one can get through our defenses. And it didn't, which is great. Fire again, and this time they are dead, because all we have to do is do a single point of shield damage before the halberd can kill them, and it looks like we almost killed them with the lasers anyway. Ship explodes, giving us another missile, drone part, and 60 more scrap. Fantastic. Let's spend it. What are we going to spend this 93 scrap on? Probably on getting maybe one more legitimate power bar, and then we can use our other stuff for other things from that point onwards. I wouldn't mind getting more shield power either, but I don't know if I can get enough money for that. We're going to hold on to our money for at least one more jump. We'll see what we can get from here before we go to the base, and we'll see what happens.
We scan the area, finding signatures for only a small trade vessel. However, as it approaches, we see the silhouette of a rebel scout. We run the scanners again and discover their registration is fake. We move in to attack. Alright, they got drones of some kind, but looks like they're all on-board drones. Or they're boarding drones of some kind, so they can't board us while our Zoltan shield's up. So we're going to take full advantage of that. Activate the battery, activate this, activate that. One of this, one of them. Bomb them in the shields. Thank you kindly. Fire in some lasers. Try and knock out their weaponry so they cannot hit us at all. And halberd beam up through there. This is a vicious ship. Incredibly powerful. Occupies half of their crew. Immediately ion bombs them, then blasts them with lasers. We have a hacking module if we want it, which I just haven't been bothering to use because we didn't need it. It is vicious. Alright, go lasers. And halberd beam them to death. They are dead. There is no chance of them surviving this. Goodbye, Rebel Rigger. We are so powerful, it's ridiculous. Ship explodes, giving us another 2 missiles, drone part, and 48 scrap. That puts us at 141, which is not enough to get another level of shields, but it would let us get a buffer bar, which would be quite nice. Means we're less likely to die horribly when we can't actually take a single point of shield damage. So we'll get one of those, and we could upgrade hacking by a point, or we could get another power bar. We're going to get the power bar. I know I just got the battery stuff, so we didn't have to worry about the battery so much, but it's nice to have a legitimate power sometimes. And we're oh, they took over the repair station. That's too bad. Almost this entire sector has been taken over, in fact. Alright, we're just going to have to go to the base then. Is there anything else we need to change before we get there? I don't think so. We want the hacking ready to hack their hacking, just in case. They're going to be cloaking us. We have a Zoltan shield, though, which protects us from the immediate effects of their weaponry. Having a little stretch here. I think we're looking pretty good. Surprisingly enough, we never got sensors, but that doesn't really matter. Let's go to the base and see what happens here. Alright, Rebel flagship, bring it on. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If we can destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back.
Haha, you may have cloaked, but we have a Zoltan overshield.
So there.
Yeah, if they hack an irrelevant room, we will be hacking their cloaking. If they hack an important room, we will be hacking their hacking. First of all, though, we are going to ion bomb them in the shields. We are going to maximize mind control, and we are going to use mind control to take over their captain. Boop, there we go. 4 damage already. Beautiful. Smack him around with some lasers. I should have aimed that at the rocket launcher here, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Next shot's coming up this way. Beautiful. These guys are feeling the hurt already, which is what we like to see. Missiles are coming in. Oh. Okay, we got lucky there. They could have done some damage, but thankfully they did not. The hacking module is on its way now, so we get to see where it hits. Hits the clone bay, which is not cool, but not bad either. We're going to hack them next in the cloak, so they can't leave. Oh, that was a nasty hit. A really nasty hit. We're down to 1 shield bar. Oh, man. That was not good. Alright, well, we're going to have to try and hit them back then. We're going to try and knock out their beam weapon, I guess? I don't even have enough power for that yet. This is not a good situation to be in. Okay, halberd is almost ready. We're going to go for the shields with the chain lasers. Oh, they're cloaking! Can I get the laser off before they cloak fully? Yes, I can. Perfect. We're going to aim it at this side. Beautiful. Alright, that was perfect. We could ion bomb them right now. We're actually going to activate the hack so they immediately come out of cloak again. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Hopefully we get our shields back soon, because we're at risk of taking some serious damage here in a second. But these guys are about to die, basically. They're going to keep most of their crew, which is going to make the next stage quite difficult. But they're dead, so that's fine. Rebel flagship stage 1, super quick kill. Took a bit of damage, but not too bad. Alright, we get 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 21 scrap. Excuse me. Let's repair up this thing. Do I have any water left? No, I don't. I'll be right back. Well, that took a bit longer than I expected. I got a lot of phone calls and stuff as soon as I walked away from the computer. But whatever, we're back! So, let's take on the rest of this flagship. Now, we've got ourselves more or less set up like we want. Next stage, we're probably going to be trying to get our hacking drone miraculously to fly past their defense drone and hit the drone control if we get lucky, but we'll see what happens. We're going to jump back over this direction and see if we can't face off against this sucker and see what happens. Bring it on, flagship stage 2, you're the nasty one. We chased down the flagship, discovered it's heavily damaged in the previous fight. Scans indicate it has redirected considerable power to drones. We have to get ready for the battle. Well, here goes nothing. Immediate ion bomb. Immediate battery increase. Mind control hacking. Hacking into the drone control. Mind control into the captain. Means you basically get a guaranteed hit with this too, which is quite nice, because the time it takes for the person to get into the room and the time it takes for the bomb to fire are pretty good
for them not being able to hit us. We're going to fire again with the chain lasers, though. There we go. Do a bit of damage to the halberd beam. Knock out their helm as well if we can. At least do as much damage to it as possible at the moment. Go for another quick hack there on the drone control. We should get it firing pretty quickly here. Yeah, we got exactly what we needed. I was hoping that would happen, that we'd be able to get it to fly right past. This is the easiest position. If it comes in from this edge and the drone is right here, there's a good chance it will fail to block it. Other than that, it's pretty difficult. But right about here is when you want to be getting that drone to come by. Otherwise, there's a hard time getting through. That's perfect, though. We can use that to really mess up their drone waves, which is what we will be absolutely trying to do. Now, we have a lot of power in there. Might as well stick some power into... just leave it there, too. It doesn't really matter. And here goes our shields. Thankfully, they've lasted surprisingly long. But we're going to fire another salvo here quickly into the rocket launcher, see if we can break that thing before it hits us. No, not quite. They got better repairs in there than I expected. And we're going to probably take some rockets very shortly. We are going to ion bomb them in the shields again, though, and see if we can't get that to hit. We did get a good hit there. Unfortunately, they have boarded us. We're now going to activate our hack to disrupt the drones that are currently flying around. We have our chain laser ready to fire. We're going to knock out rockets and also lasers. And we're going to halberd through there just to make sure. And goodbye, Rebel Flagship Stage 2. Nice try. Nice try. Just as we finally gain the upper hand, they find a way to make an FTL jump. We have to keep up the assault, getting 3 fuel, 1 missile, and 22 scrap. I didn't actually realize that was going to kill them like that. I'm not going to complain about it happening. I just didn't realize it was going to be the thing that happened there. Interesting. Alright. You're all repaired. Oh, are we in Magic Explosion Land now? If we just sit here and wait, is this... Yep. Magic Explosion Land. Constant explosions of nothing. I think we're just going to upgrade the hacking here, because we have some power. That's basically what we can afford. Basically, anyway. And the explosions continue on. Alright, final stand against the flagship. Stage 3. They've got their Zoltan Overshield ready to go now. Can we beat them this time? I sure hope so. They're going to be boarding us en masse as soon as our Zoltan Overshield goes down, so this might be a problem, but we'll see what happens. Now, we are going to have to blast them pretty hard. We're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it's sustained. Looks like it's transferred power to the teleporters as a super weapon. This is it. So, they have the mind control. We're going to be counter mind controlling, most likely. We're going to go for... I'm going to hack it if I can get through there quickly enough, though. We're going to try and blast their shields down with as much firepower as we can muster. And not quite enough. We should be able to get a shot through here, though. There we go. And we're going to activate the battery. We're going to put the power directly into the hack the mind control, so they can't use that against us. We're going to be powering up our mind control with our remaining power. We're going to be using that on their captain, as per previously. And we're going to wait until they try and mind control us to hack their mind control so we can actually block the stinking thing. We have super high evasion, but we're not getting too lucky with our dodges just yet. We are going to get a shot coming out right now, though, which should be pretty good. There's going to be a super wave coming shortly, but we got pretty lucky there. Not too high on their evasion. We might want to knock out their boarding system, but right now I want to get the rockets out of the way primarily, I think. Rockets and Helm is a pretty important series of targets, because that will make them a lot more vulnerable. The second ion bomb is a hit, which is great. They've mind controlled Tangerine, so we activate the hack, which unmind controls us and mind controls a second one of their crew. They're coming in with a power surge now, but our systems are fully online, so we should be able to tank it. There comes the rockets, though, which I was hoping would not happen. We're going to fire into the lasers, then, to try and prevent them from hitting us with those as well right now. Oop! Hit us with the one in the weapons, which turns off our ion bomb, but that should be fine, because we've gotten a pretty good amount of actual damage in here, too. Chain lasers are almost ready to fire. We might actually be able to kill them right now. This might be it. Halberd beam comes in. We can do 4 system 8 damage. That should just about kill them. Goodbye, Rebel Flagship. You have 1 hull left. I don't believe it. Alright, well, they've decided to board us, which is unfortunate, but we should be able to kill them. It takes very few seconds for us to charge up these chain lasers now, and that is game. Goodbye, Rebel Flagship. Slug Cruiser marks Type C victory on hard mode in AE. Very nice. Very nice. Thanks to the valiant effort of the VSS Citrus and a successful crew, lemon, lime, orange, kumquat, tangerine, and grapefruit, the Rebels' flagship was destroyed, throwing their fleet into chaos and ensuring a Federation victory. Although that is Grapefruit the Second, to be fair. Alright, let's take a look at our score, see how we did this game. We rampaged across the galaxy really quickly, but I have a feeling we didn't get that high of an actual score. We'll see, though. Oh, that's pretty good. We've defeated the Rebel flagship and ensured the victory of the Federation with 5,202 points. Very nice. Let's see how that stacks up on the scoreboard. That is way better than all these ones. These are, like I said, I experimented a little bit with this ship before trying a real recorded run. But that's a really good score, actually. 5,202 points, that's not bad. And especially because we're on hard mode, it's especially nice. No other records really made, though. Nowhere near ships defeated, beacons explored, scrap collector crew hired. But then again, this is all based off of illegitimate data, so it doesn't really matter anymore anyway. But yeah, take a look at our top scoreboard. It's a little ways away from being on here, but that's still not bad. Still not bad, especially since the Let's Race here is a mod ship. It's pretty tough competition. Either way, that was pretty awesome. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vanguard of Valor playing through FTL's Advanced Edition on hard mode with the Slug Cruiser Type C this time. If you've enjoyed today's episode, let me know what you thought about it in the video comments below, and look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye.